Hello, I just thought I would take the opportunity with a quiet minute right now. Joel is sleeping and the kids are playing downstairs to do the mommy tag. I watched a few of these a couple weeks ago and I thought that would be really fun to do since I'm a mommy. So I'm going to answer the questions and I hope you guys enjoy. So question number one is, are you a stay-at-home mom or a working mom? And basically, I'm kind of a little bit of both, mostly a stay-at-home mom, but I do have my own business. I've been a photographer professionally for almost 8 years now, and so that keeps me busy in the summer, spring seasons, and then during the winter it's a lot quieter, so I'm mostly just I'm a stay-at-home mom during the year, but I'm also a homeschooling mom, so I feel like that's a job in itself. Question number two is, would you have it any other way? And of course, I just feel so grateful to stay at home with my kids full time, but I know that that's not possible for everyone. So basically, I just feel super grateful that we're able to do it right now at this point in our lives. And I'm just thankful for the time that I have with them right now, because who knows, I might have to work more one day. So I'm just gonna cherish the time that I have with them right now. Question three is, do you co-sleep? No. I mean, when our kids were babies and really little, like few weeks old, like newborn-ish, we did sleep with them sometimes, but bring them in the bed with us. But generally, as soon as they were a month old or a little bit past that, they've always slept in their own cribs and beds, and I feel like that's just what works for our family. I'm not against co-sleeping at all. I think it's great for people that it works for, but I personally am a really light sleeper, and so anytime I've slept with the kids before, they just wake me up like crazy, and so mommy needs to be well rested so that the rest of the family can be well rested. Number four, what is your one must-have gear for baby? And we don't have any babies anymore in our house. Our kids are 9, 7, and 3, so we are just like coming out of the baby phase, which is actually kind of fun and we're kind of enjoying it. But as far as like a must-have baby item, honestly, I would just say babies really don't need that much. People always ask me like, what do you think I should register for? Or what do you think babies need? And basically they just need their mommy and daddy to love them and feed them and take care of them. I think that's the most important thing. Number five is, how many kids do you plan on having? We are so grateful with the 3 children we have, but the Lord has always put it on our heart to hopefully adopt one day. So I'm not sure when that will be or when those doors will be open or if they'll ever be open, but Chris and I have always talked about adopting one day. Number 6 is date night. How many nights or days per month do you go on a date night? I feel like we've gotten a little better this year as the kids are like a little bit older, but generally probably like in the span of a year, we do maybe 2 or 3 date nights, and that doesn't include like if we have to go to a wedding or something like that. That's just like, usually we try and go out for our birthdays and our anniversaries, so that would be like 3 times a year. I know that's not very much, but when the kids go to bed at night, we like to you know, watch TV together or movies together and make some popcorn, whatever. So that's kind of like a little bit of a date in itself. I like staying home. I'm kind of a homebody, so that's good. That works for me. What is your kids' favorite show? Well, I have 3 kids and they all kind of have different favorite shows, but for sure Joel, our youngest, loves Paw Patrol. That is like one of his favorites. And then as far as the older kids, they kind of like watching movies more than TV. Like they don't really watch that much TV, but they love any Disney movie like Toy Story or Monsters Inc. or anything like that. Number 8, name one thing you bought before you had your kids and never ended up using. When we had Ben, we were newly married, only about like under 2 years married when we had Ben. So we were given a baby shower where people really blessed us with a lot of things. I feel like we used everything, and that was like, how many years ago? That was like 10 years ago when we would have had that baby shower. So it was before like a lot of like all these newfangled baby things came out. So basically we got things like washcloths and towels and diapers and little sleepers, and everything we got we used. Number 9, what is your kids' favorite food? I would have to say unanimously across the board for all 3 kids, it's pizza. They love pizza. Who doesn't love pizza? Number 10, how many cars does your family have? Currently we have 2 cars. We have a van that my mother and father-in-law gave to us a few years ago, which was so awesome. And then we also have a car that Chris drives, but we kind of, now that we don't have a whole bunch of car seats anymore, we just have one big car seat, we can all fit in the little cartoon. We like to go around in that one because it's kind of nice. Number 11 is weight gain before pregnancy, during, and after. That's a little bit personal. My weight has, obviously it went up when I was pregnant, but it's pretty much stayed the same since I was married. I'm just like maybe 3 or 4 pounds more than when I got married, so it's pretty much stayed the same. I do my best to eat healthy and be active, so hopefully that helps with that. Number 12, what is your dream vacation with your kids? Chris and I have always talked about going on like a big family road trip with like a big Winnebago, like all throughout the state. So we would go to like the national parks and hiking and the Grand Canyon and Yosemite again and all those places. I think that would just be awesome to do with the kids. But right now we're just waiting until our kids are like a little bit older. Ben and Mia are old enough, but I feel like Joel needs to be like just a little bit older to do something like that so he can like really remember it. Dream vacation without the kids would definitely be Europe. I have only been to 2 places in Europe, Portugal and Spain, on a missions trip once years ago. So I would love to go to Europe. Paris, London, Italy, all of those places. So hopefully when our kids are older and we're empty nesters one day, we'll go backpack around Europe as middle-aged husband and wife. Number 14, how has your life changed since your baby has been born? Well, it's been a long time since my first baby was born. He's 9.5 years old now. And of course, my life has changed so much. Being a mother just makes you realize how selfish you are, and it teaches you to be just so much more giving with your time and everything like that. And it just has taught me so much. Everything has changed since I became a mom. I became a lot more confident, I think. I used to be really, really shy, and I'm still shy now, but it did help me to come out of my shell a lot. I think it was just something that I felt like I was always meant to do. And so when I finally got to do it, well, I was only 22 when I had Ben, but it just kind of clicked and everything felt really right to be a mom. Number 15 is finish this sentence. It makes my heart melt to see. It makes my heart melt to see my kids just playing with my parents and Chris's parents and all our aunts and uncles. And I just love our kids and all my siblings and everything. I just love our kids getting to know our families and spending time with their families. I really love that. And I wish we could see them all more. Number 16, where do you shop for your kids? Usually, especially for the boys, I shop secondhand because they are so rough on their clothes. And I've kept most all of Ben's clothes that were in good conditions to hand down to Joel. So a lot of the times I don't have to buy too much for Joel because luckily we have 2 boys, so we've been able to use a lot of hand-me-downs for that. But secondhand a lot. Mia, I sometimes will buy new things for if they're on sale, but at places like Old Navy, and places like that that are more reasonably priced. I don't like to spend too much money on clothes just because they grow out of it so fast, and secondhand seems to work best. Number 17, favorite mommy makeup and skincare products. I'm not really a makeup person. Like normally if you see me on the vlog, I have messy hair and not really hardly any makeup on. It's just not my thing to wear makeup, but I do love putting makeup on other people. Like I always love doing my sister's makeup, and I've even done my mom's makeup before. I really like doing that on other people because it's like artistic for me, but I don't myself wear much makeup. But probably the best skincare product I would recommend is just Neutrogena face wash because it keeps your skin clear. I don't know, I'm not good with that kind of thing. Number 18 is Huggies diaper jeans, yay or nay? I do not know what those are, so I can't say yay or nay, but that just proves that I'm out of the baby stage because I have no idea what that is. Number 19, have you always wanted kids? And yes, I have always loved kids. Before I had my own kids, I did early childhood education in school, and I worked with kids. So I worked with preschoolers and kindergarten age kids at a few different schools, and I just loved it. I love being around kids. I think they're the greatest, and I'm just really thankful that I have 3 kids to spend my days with. Number 20, the best part about being a mom. Whew, that is a tough question because there are so many amazing parts. But I think one of the best parts is just seeing your kids just happy and enjoying life and healthy, and just watching them experience things in life. So just watching their reactions to things, and just simple things like watching Mia pick flowers and watching the boys build something together. Just little simple things like that are probably the best thing for me. And that's also why we love vlogging too, is because we can just capture and keep a lot of those memories, so we can go back and watch them like years from now. I think that would be so cool. But anyway, that was the mummy tag questions for today. And what you're supposed to do with a tag is tag someone else to do the questions as well. So I'm gonna tag Megan from Hickman Vlogs, and she also has her own channel called Love Meg. I'll link them both down below, and I hope she will answer these questions. She's a mommy of 2 little kids, and her family vlogs as well, and they're really cute, so you can check them out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and if there's any other question and answer or challenge videos that you'd like me to do in the future, I would love suggestions, so write them in the comment section below, and thanks so much for watching.